Before the storm of greatness comes the whisper of warning. Before a woman is elevated by the divine, her soul is tested, not with noise, but silence, not with chaos, but clarity. Today, we unfold the spiritual truths that are not shouted from rooftops, but whispered in the quiet corners of your life. If you've been wondering why everything feels like it's falling apart, maybe, just maybe, it's God preparing to raise you higher. Stay with me until the end. This message might just be the divine whisper you've been waiting for. Isolation before elevation. Before God elevates a woman, He often isolates her. Expansion, this isn't loneliness, it's divine separation. In this quiet season, you may find that friendships dissolve, distractions fade, and you're left with yourself, but don't be afraid. Isolation is God's sacred space. It's where noise fades and the voice of truth becomes audible. Like Moses in the wilderness or Jesus in the desert, the most powerful transformations begin in solitude. Here, you're not being punished, you're being purified, you are being separated, not to be broken, but to be made whole. The crumbling of comfort zones. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Expansion. When everything you leaned on begins to collapse, relationships, jobs, plans, it's not chaos, it's alignment. God disrupts comfort to realign your purpose. That job loss, that heartbreak, that rejection. It might feel like devastation, but it's divine reconfiguration. What's familiar might be safe, but elevation requires risk. When your comfort zone is shaken, it's God calling you out of the boat so you can walk on water. Increased sensitivity to energy and people before elevation, your spiritual awareness heightens. Expansion, you begin to feel things deeper. Certain conversations start to drain you. Gossip and drama become intolerable. You find peace in silence. Your spirit is becoming refined, discerning what aligns with your purpose and what doesn't. This sensitivity is a gift, not a weakness. You're being tuned to a higher frequency because what's coming demands clarity and spiritual sharpness. Your soul can no longer afford to be polluted. Repetitive tests and delays, the same challenges appear again and again. Expansion. Ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle? The same kind of people, the same struggles, the same lessons over and over. That's not bad luck. It's divine curriculum. God doesn't promote you until you pass the test. Each delay is a moment to examine your heart. Are you responding with fear or with faith? Are you choosing old patterns or new possibilities? Elevation is not handed out. It's earned in repetition. The death of the old identity. God can't elevate the woman you were, only the woman you're becoming. Expansion. This is the hardest part. You will grieve the past version of yourself. You'll miss her confidence, her routine, even her flaws, but she was only built for survival, not for elevation. God is not interested in recycling your old identity. He's transforming you. You may lose people who only liked the old you. Let them go. You're not growing apart. You're growing higher. And not everyone can breathe at your new altitude. Divine restlessness, a sacred discomfort, begins to stir within. Expansion, you can't explain it, but nothing feels satisfying. Your soul feels itchy. The things that once brought joy now feel empty. This isn't depression. It's divine agitation. It's God saying there's more. It's a spiritual push to move, to shift, to evolve. Listen to that restlessness. It's not your mind being indecisive. It's your spirit being activated. Unexplainable peace in the midst of storms, in the middle of your chaos. You feel calm. Expansion. Even when everything around you is turbulent, you begin to feel strangely at peace. That's not apathy, it's alignment. God is anchoring your spirit for what's coming. You're no longer reacting with panic, but with purpose. The elevation requires emotional control, and so God gifts you with inner stillness. This piece is preparation. It's the foundation that elevation will stand on. The silent whisper of purpose God starts speaking in subtle confirmations. Expansion, you begin to see patterns, numbers, dreams, recurring thoughts. You feel drawn towards something that once felt impossible. It could be a new calling, a long, buried passion, or a bold idea. This is not coincidence. This is divine alignment. Before elevation, God doesn't yell, He whispers. And when you're quiet enough to hear it, that whisper becomes a roadmap. If you find yourself in a storm, don't curse the wind. Listen to it. Let it shape you. Let it move you. You are not being buried. You are being planted, and soon the roots of pain will give rise to the branches of power. God's elevation is never rushed, never loud, but always intentional. Remember this, the silence you're in now is not the end. It's the sound before the miracle. If this message touched your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. There's another woman out there waiting for the very words you just heard. And if you felt a whisper in your spirit tonight, hit that subscribe button, because this journey, this divine awakening, is just beginning. Elevation is near, and you are ready.